Today on PFDAuto, we're going to finally try to prototype some mounts. And I say prototype because I'm going to make them out of wood. I don't really have any metal fab skills, but I have built a lot of speaker boxes in my day. I've done some woodworking, so I'm going to stick with what I know. Got me a 1/4-inch piece of MDF here, some quick setting glue. I'm going to try to get the basic shape. If I can get that shape, I can get them 3D scanned. Then I can get them machined out of aluminum. So I'm going to get the engine set up. I'm going to get the transmission where it needs to be. Then I'm going to mock up some mounts. All right, so first things first. This engine is sitting in here straight up and down. That's just not going to work. It needs to be at a 5-degree tilt. I don't know if you can see the transmission's at a bit of an angle too, which puts the shifter at the top. So this pan is designed to be at a 5-degree tilt. My thought process is, if I can build something to go underneath there that's flat to the ground, flat to the car, and high enough up that I can put a gap in between there and our cross member, our oil pan being there, then that should put the engine exactly where I need it. Should tilt it over, put it up high enough, then I can get my left to right, here to here. Then I can get the transmission up on the jack where it needs to be. We should be in place to start building some mounts. So what I plan to do is I'm going to use the factory mounting points here and try to connect them to this. This is the factory Mercedes motor mount. They're fluid filled and should keep the vibration from going through the car. Then on this side, I'm going to try to use these spots down here. Not 100% sure how I'm going to get to all of that. Bring them up, set them on there too. Now I'm not sure this is going to work, but I'm definitely going to try because I don't really see any other options. I might have to go away from the Mercedes mount, which I would really like to keep. Use like a Miata little block that I can just bolt through there. You can see here, got a hole, bolts into there. So I've got some other options if these are too tall. But my first hope is that I can get those to work somehow. Now when I raise this up a little bit, it'll change my gap and I'll be closer to the top of these. So like I said, first things first, we're going to get this engine in the position that it needs to be in, and then we will see if we can make some mounts. All right, well, I've got the back of the car up on jacks. My driveway's got a pretty steep slope, and I need to be able to get underneath there so I can see the transmission mounts. And then up here, I've got what I like to refer to as the Scotchmaster 3000. In all honesty, I don't like using this thing. It's supposed to sit on the lip of the fender, but my fender doesn't have lips big enough for it, so it's sitting on the wheel wells. But the goal here is I'm going to use it to lift the engine up just high enough to put whatever I build for down here so I can set it back down and we can have our gap and our tilt. So I'm going to get to building my contraption, for lack of a better term, and then we'll lift the engine up, set it down on there, and see where we go from there. So my ingenious plan here is I'm going to measure from the ground to the top of this cross member. I might have to get underneath there a little bit more. But when I do that, I can add the clearance I need from the top of this cross member to clear the oil pan. Then I'm going to cut up some 2x4s and I'm going to put them here across the pan, have the engine shoved back where I need it, set the engine down on my little stand. That should give me the angle that I need. Not sure if it's going to work, but we're going to try.
2 hours later.
Here's where we're at. I went away from trying to build something to hold this up. I went and got some bottle jacks. I've just got a piece of 2x4 underneath there. That makes it to where I can tilt it left and right. Works pretty good. I am running into some issues though. Over here I have pretty much no room. Over here I've got all the room in the world. Let's see if I can get you in there. You can see plenty of room. Transmission's looking like it's straight up and down how it needs to be, but it is at the absolute top of the tunnel. That said, there's also the issue, I don't know if you can see that, but my master cylinder is basically hitting the transmission tunnel, which isn't good. I can bash that. That's not too big of a deal. But the other thing I'm noticing is that if you look here, there's absolutely no way that hood's going to close with the engine at the height that it's at in the front. I really don't want to put a scoop on this, so I'm going to have to figure that out. Also, you can see it's kind of tilted back, and I need it to tilt this way a little bit more. That way the transmission can come up in the back and it'll meet the drive shaft a little bit better. So unfortunately what it's looking like is I'm going to have to cut the cross member. I was really trying to avoid that. I've said a few times I'm not a welder, so I'm going to have to pay somebody to come out and box that in for me. Got a buddy down the street, not sure if his welder's portable or not, but I really don't see any other way of getting this low enough in the car and at the right angle without chopping that out. Now, I ran into somebody, well, on Instagram, who's got a K-Series and a 16 valve. And I don't think he cut his cross member. I reached out to him. We'll see. But I definitely need to get the back of the engine this way and the front of the engine this way. So I don't think fabricating mounts is going to happen today. But tomorrow, hopefully we can get the hoist out. We'll pull this engine out, and I guess we'll just chop up cross member. While everything's out, I'll use a BFH and I'll clearance a little room there. I don't think that'll be a big deal going inside. Just need a little bit more room, maybe a half an inch or so, because there is a pipe that's going to have to, tube that's going to have to go in there. So, yeah. That's where we're at. So the transmission tunnel. See if I can sneak you in here. These mounts are going to be fun. I was looking at the cross member for the BMW this came out of, and it's got a pretty sharp angle. My plan is, you can kind of see I've got bolts here, and I've got some holes up here. So I'm just going to make something that kind of goes across and then meets up with this style mount here. And this one's just going to have to be a lot taller. Not too big of a deal. Just something I really didn't anticipate. But there's a lot of things I didn't see coming trying to stuff a Honda motor with a BMW transmission into an old Mercedes. So we'll overcome these issues and get it running, but right now it's looking like a heck of a task. So I tossed the hood on, lift it up like that. And you can see I have a little bit of clearance, just not very much at all. And still, you know, About the same distance there. This might work. I just can't decide. I think I'm going to leave it for today and think about it, talk to some folks. I guess I could cut this line, bring the hood up a little bit. Plus the back of the hood's not fully flush. We're flush here, but not here. I think that's just going to make it worse in the front. I don't know. Let me know what you all think. Is that even enough room? Definitely no hood pad. If I do, it's going to sit right on there. Not sure what I'm going to do. But we'll get it figured out. We'll let you know what we ended up with. So just messing around a little bit more. I set this down on a piece of cardboard again and cross member. But if I can get it down that low, that leaves me a lot more room up here. I can almost get 2 fingers in there, which I'm sure is enough room. But again, this side is literally sitting on the cross member, and that's just not going to work. So might just have to chop that one side out, just that one corner, flush it out, you know, cut here or so, cut it down to level, run it across. That's not a whole lot of cutting, moving. That brings the front of the engine down a whole finger, which I think will make the transmission back there a lot happier. Well, you never quite know what's going to happen with a project like this, and it's the first time I've ever put the wrong engine in a car, so I'm just kind of winging it. And I think I've determined that a big chunk of that cross member needs to get cut out. I was really looking to avoid that. I don't have a welder. I'm gonna have to find somebody that's willing to come over here and box that in for me so it's strong enough, but I think that's going to get rid of the angle in the cross member that's holding me up. It'll bring the front of the engine down, which brings the back of the transmission up, which will line me out a little bit better with the drive shaft. Definitely have some shifter issues. The way that the transmission tunnel works, it tilts down right past the end of the transmission. And I need that bar to come straight back so I can shift, which means I'm going to have to cut a big chunk of the transmission tunnel out also. Not great, but not the end of the world. And if I cut the cross member, no modifying the hood, I really don't want to scoop on this thing. I'd like it to look as stock as possible and not like I went to O'Reilly and slapped a scoop on it. So, next move, get the engine and transmission out again, clearance the tunnel for the slave cylinder, chop a big chunk out of the cross member, and go from there.